All right, let's move on to item 8, comments from council members. If you turn your mic off, I'll assume you want to talk. If I don't see your red mic come off, then I'll assume you don't. Linda.
So I just wanted to follow up on an email that I had sent a couple weeks ago regarding the possibility of closing San Mateo Avenue and allowing for restaurants to go on the street. I don't know what that possibility looks like, and I hadn't received a response. So just if we could get an update on what that possibility would be. And then I mentioned this earlier because it's been brought up, I think, every time Florida Park has been brought up. But regarding the cost of potential lawsuits, I think that the item in particular was divisive for the community that lives around Florida Park. And I think that we're either looking to collaborate and get everybody unified behind this new vision, or we're looking to continue to bring up this issue that really divided the community around this potential lawsuit. And if that's going to be the precedent that the city sets, then I think we need to have the potential legal costs, outside consulting costs on every item that comes before us. Regarding, I already stated the interview sessions for Measure G. It'd be really good to understand where we are, why there's been such a delay, and why the interviews that had been scheduled with all the council were canceled. And I think on a highlight, just welcoming the San Bruno Park School District did hire a new superintendent, Mr. Espinoza, and so we're really excited to have a new superintendent in San Bruno, and hopefully we all welcome him with open arms. And that I loved Michael Salazar's background tonight with the graduating class of 2020. So thanks for having that, and hopefully we're able to do something at the city council level for the graduating class. Thank you.
Okay, Marty.
Yeah, I wanted to, those are great ideas. Linda, I would like to see the options and how we could further support our businesses. Other cities are looking into opening their downtown to increase the outdoor shopping experience. That may get a little tough here in San Bruno when we get our winds, but because it can get pretty windy. But it'd be interesting to hear staff's thoughts on that with the Chamber of Commerce and the businesses downtown, Bay Hill, elsewhere. I wanted to touch on just the reminder of COVID-19. I know everybody's tired of hearing about it, but just because you're going to have a party and it's just family, you're taking a big risk, okay? And you're risking infecting others. If you feel well, that's great, but you can carry COVID without knowing it. And you don't want to be second guessing yourself or regretting going in something because you thought it was safe, because the health officer said it's not safe. So it's extremely difficult when you want to see your parents and see your family and celebrate important things, but it's more important to be careful. So I just wanted to stress that, because I got invited to a party and I was like, you know what, I'm not going in. I dropped off my gift and that was it. It's like, well, come on in, it's only family. And it's kind of like, no, that's not the right thing to do. So just bear that in mind. It isn't safe. You're taking a big risk, and you don't want to live your life with regrets. So that's my message. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I don't see Laura.
Oh, sorry, I've had my hand raised. So a couple things. So tonight earlier on, there were some public comments regarding the Sweeney Ridge and Malaga Road. I don't know what it takes, something like that takes to be able to allow a group of people to sort of adopt that and try to make some changes. So I definitely am interested in something like that in the future. So I appreciate those comments. I also appreciate the comments from residents about keeping the Zoom meetings. I think that getting public engagement and getting people to, from their homes, be able to log into meetings, I think is pretty amazing and awesome. I'd like to, as a council, eventually get back together and not have that same situation. And then finally, I guess I'm confused on the process, and we talked about this off and on several occasions about council processes, right? I want to recommend tonight. I want to recommend tonight that I want to have elephants down at San Bruno Park, and expect to get a response back from staff next week or next council meeting. So I think there needs to be a succinct process that we're all clear with. And I thought what it was as a council member, I can request to say, hey, can we have this added back as an agenda item on next week's council under council comments? And then we can vote on it as a council, whether or not we want to move that forward. So I think we keep getting off topic. Hey, and Linda, you made a comment about the Recology contract, and I want to have these items brought back and reviewed. And that's all great and everything, but with so many priorities, I want to make sure we review things, and every little request that we have takes time out of staff. And right now, I think there's some critical things. I don't mind postponing something like that to later, to maybe next year, right? Or because I think that there's some really critical things. So I want to get back to a process and make sure we're all succinct, and that I feel like my voice can be heard on issues I want to bring forward, and that we agree or disagree as a council to move forward with those items.
Okay, thank you. And we can't discuss the item; it's not agendized.
Right.
Michael, nothing. Or go ahead. Do you have any comments? No. Okay. So, two things just for myself, because I know everybody wants to see each other early in the morning. Two things. This month of May, I was at the Park and Recreation Commission meeting, technically virtual, of course, and it was also to acknowledge David Nigel. David Nigel, this month, it makes 50 years that he has served this community in the capacity of a Park and Rec Commissioner, and he's done beyond through the state and scholarships and everything else. But it was to take the opportunity with the commission there to acknowledge, applaud, give him a standing ovation, and thank him for his continued deep love, respect, and admiration for the community. Lastly, the thing that we sometimes hate to say, but we always wish the person the very best, is our Community Services Director, Joanne. Joanne will be departing. Her last date technically is the 31st. She will be with us tomorrow, of course, and she is the director. Joanne, for all the time that I have known her, from when she worked at the Recreation Center as a rec leader, to the spirit and passion she has had for this community, parents, her mother especially, that I know it's been, we wish her the best, and I know personally that it's been challenging and hard for her to make this transition to Cupertino. But I know she will succeed and she will do well. She has the dedication, the spirit, the talent, the enthusiasm. She has been great in the EOC for us, and she's been great for San Bruno. This has been a dream job, and she may be not employed by the city of San Bruno, but I know her heart will always be with the city of San Bruno, and her family have added to that heart of this city. And I know, Joanne, it is not goodbye, for there are times we will see you at various events and functions in our community. So on behalf of this community, on behalf of the City Council and its residents, we thank you for all that you have done over the decades of service to this community in one way or the other, and what you will continue on to do. Our best wishes and our many thanks.